Okay, we are on. Good afternoon, everybody. And once again, you guys are not going to believe us when we tell you that our internet has been mostly down for probably this
Five
whole,
days.
at least. Today it would come up and go down anyway. That's not your problem. That is our situation. And we are hoping that this is not buffering like it had been before. They keep promising us that it's going to be good.
If it is, please say so in the comments.
Yes. So, hi. We have talked about all of the different, what you might call scandals connected with the Somali refugees that have been brought over here largely by the Obama administration for purposes of theirs, not to help America. And just today, it came to our attention that Minnesota Governor Tim Waltz is under fire after more than 480 DHS employees from the Minnesota Department of Human Services issued a bombshell statement accusing the far left governor of orchestrating a sweeping cover up to shield a sprawling Somali immigrant fraud ring that stole more than $1 billion in taxpayer funds. And at the same time, he was punishing whistleblowers who tried to stop it.
What an amazing headline. A very long headline, but go ahead.
According to DHS insiders, he not only ignored early warnings, but actively retaliated against agency employees who sounded the alarm. And I have to say, if you had one or two employees, you might say they have a personal beef. When you have more than 480, that is not a personal beef.
No, they're screaming fire.
They are, exactly. They're screaming, and it's all of them together. Sometimes you can get a few people to hang with you to make claims, but this is unbelievable. They are accusing his administration of using political intimidation, monitoring, using threats and agency manipulation to suppress evidence and silence witnesses. I'm kind of surprised nobody has been found.
The FBI needs to move in there, sweep Waltz up, throw him in prison before a trial.
Yes.
Just get him out. So just clean out that cesspool right away.
That's right. I am, as I was saying, I'm a little bit surprised that none of these whistleblowers have been found missing, or
maybe they have.
Well,
dead whistleblowers don't talk.
Well, dead men tell no tales, right? When there's one or two of them, that's a possibility. With 480 of them, what do? Put them all on one plane?
I've never heard of anything like that.
That's big.
Must be bad that they all feel secure enough even to go against a governor who is apparently threatening to harm them.
That's right. And what they did, 70 members of the Somali community in Minnesota and were involved in stealing $250 million of funds that were intended to feed children.
COVID funds.
I didn't want to say that because this is Facebook. This is YouTube. Anyway, millions of dollars were stolen from American taxpayers and sent overseas, which is what we've been saying, to Somalia. 80% of the money has not been recovered. Wow. So they've only recovered 20% of the money.
Of $250 million.
Well, I'm not sure if it's 250 million or of the billion. Yeah.
It's a lot of money no matter what it is. And what a scandal. I dare to say there's never been a scandal of a sitting American governor to this extent.
Well, here's the seven. There were 7 defendants who were tried in connection with this scheme on charges related to stealing more than $40 million in taxpayer funds. 5 of them were found guilty. However, the FBI is still investigating an attempt by a Somali woman to bribe one of the jurors with $120,000 cash.
Sure. In a paper bag, even.
Yeah, exactly right. Probably just here you
Here,
go.
take a couple
Count it.
handfuls. See if that'll satisfy him.
Maybe she had some of the gold from Fort Knox.
No.
Anyway, this goes deeper and deeper into this corruption that we've been talking about in several of our live streams.
This guy's got to go.
Well, yeah, he's a little bit. He's a nutcase anyway.
Yeah, he's a nutcase.
He's a nutcase who thinks that transgender people should be allowed to be in women's bathrooms.
A nutcase that thinks he can do anything.
Well, he's obvious, yeah.
Because he's got the great politician Kamala behind him. What a force!
Yeah. Well, exactly. I mean, this whole thing stinks to high heavens. And can you imagine if he was our vice president?
That's his essentially his boss. Obama was the president.
That's right. Exactly. Because Autopin was not anything. Well, this goes along with just today, Senator Kennedy, Foghorn Leghorn Senator, announced a bill that he's been working on that is really tight and anti-illegal immigration. And I always want to stress the word illegal because we're not going after people who come to this country legally. It's those who come illegally. If you're going to come into our country illegally, then that's the kind of person you don't want here because they don't respect our laws. And especially when you see these people coming across the border with their country's flag, what does that tell you? They're going to be faithful to America? I don't think so. So this is just one reason. Senator Kennedy in this bill, first of all, they have to finish the wall. They're going to continue to build the wall that was not finished. President Trump said 3 more weeks and it would have been finished. They sold the wall parts for nothing, for like a very low amount. So anyway, and also too, I did see a $50,000 fine for anyone who hires illegal immigrants. And there's all kinds of things in this bill that I'm praying and hoping that it passes. I have no idea when it's going to come up. We have no idea when. If we find out when, we'll alert you so you can call your senators and your House members and say, vote yes on Senator Kennedy's bill for immigration. Right.
You notice how Beth is growing.
Okay, we've already had this conversation. we had this conversation last time we did this. We don't need to have this
into
again.
A giant, luscious woman.
Yeah, yeah. In any rate, I did want to comment. There was a comment on your there's no gold in Fort Knox, the Fort Knox gold situation. Somebody said, well, they moved the gold from Fort Knox, and that was just featured on the news in 1980. Yeah, and now it's just a place of historical landmark. Now, well, then why is it guarded so ferociously? And why does the
well, they just saw it on the History Channel 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, yeah. And they're confusing that with the officials at Fort Knox still maintain that the gold is there and that they do not understand why anybody would want to audit it. That was a line from whatever the curator or whatever the person's title, I don't remember, would be. So I think that's all we had for this particular segment. I don't see that warning, so maybe it's not buffering like it was before.
Yeah, maybe it's okay.
Yeah, maybe it's okay. And
it happens right here in yellow.
Yeah, it does. It comes up and says so maybe our signal is okay. And I want to give you all a heads up because the next segment that we will do, probably Bill will do himself, because we have a audio video, will be some interesting information to come from none other than General Mike Flynn. And speaking of Mike Flynn, sometimes when his name comes up, people say, why is he not in the administration? And the reason is because he does not want to be. President Trump literally said to him, whatever you want to be, you can be anything you want. And he said he preferred not to be in the administration. So, but he's keeping his hand on the pulse of things that are going on, and he continues to inform us. I follow him regularly. He's always putting up some interesting information, and he has some interesting information for us, and that will be in the next video. So, are there any comments that you wanted to include?
Waltz needs prison.
Yes.
Yep, smooth as glass, running great. So that's good to hear.
Oh, good.
And it just came on, what, an hour ago?
Yeah.
After 5 days?
After 5 days, we've had it. It's been, I would say, this entire month, we've had issues with internet connection. This is the best we've had in 5 days, and we're trying to play catch up. So forgive us for being a little rattled. But
alias name 9746 says, pick me. Okay, alias name 9746. What do you have to say? What is your comment? Hello, Paige Greer 5081.
Hello to all of you. And I think, unless you had something else that you wanted to add. Oh, even though we have said we will do a live stream every Wednesday at noon, this Wednesday we will not be able to, because there is something very important that we cannot alter. And so we will not be doing a live stream on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. And
or we could make it 11.
Well, no, we can't. We will not be doing a live stream Wednesday. And so thank you for joining us. God bless President Trump. God bless the United States of America, and God bless all of you. And we want justice for Tim Waltz. Okay.
God, I can't even believe that guy got elected. Okay, here we go. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.